Hello there and welcome back to Music That Doesn't Suck, the place where we talk about music that is actually not terrible. And today we're going to be for a change, because given the current circumstances, the fact that you find music that doesn't suck, it's already remarkable, coming out of the newest streams of music. Speaking of which, we're going to be talking about singers. Who would be some of the best, if not the best, singer, but from the classic rock era. The heroic era, some may say. So, are you ready for it?
Yes. Are you ready for it?
I might be, but I need first to have a drink.
Okay, so would you like then to
Of course, with
mix?
Since we're going to be talking about classic stuff, we're going to be having today a goddamn margarita, the traditional, the totally non-popular among particular age groups of women traveling through Mexico. Not because of it being tasty, because it's actually very, very alcoholic.
Yeah.
And this is comprised of 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of, 1 ounce? No, this, full ounce of lime, and 3/4 of an ounce of, usually it's Controy, but I ran out of Controy, but I use Triple Sec, which is a variant of Controy.
It works.
Which is orange flavor, not orange flavor, it's actually made out of orange liquor.
Orange liquor.
So, I love this drink, so please do yourself a favor and have one for yourself. It's so good, man.
You forgot on the description?
Oh, the salt! Yes!
Yeah.
Incredibly important element. Could you elaborate more?
The thing that the salt...
You have it like this, frosted around the edge.
Yeah, it kind of closes the flavor.
It does indeed.
It's the... That.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Exactly why,
it's
but
difficult
it's chemical actually.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it kind of compresses
Yeah.
the mix, right? It's like, damn!
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah, because tequila and salt and lemon is like the best combo ever, but it never disappoints. Always like, Yeah, I feel it.
Now, coming back on track.
Yes.
Singers.
Okay, first...
No, one thing first.
Go.
First things first. We're going to be talking about singers from the classic rock period.
Exactly.
How can you define, first and foremost, the classic rock period?
Well, easy. When the heroes roam earth.
Yeah, so the pantheon.
The pantheon, the actual big chungus. Because that means that nothing from the 90s.
All the way up to
maybe
the like
early 80s, mid 80s, maybe.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that we're already being a little bit too gratuitous.
The thing is that if you think about it, the 80s already over 40 years
But
ago.
if you think about it, the 2000s are also a classic. It's been 25 years since the release of probably, what's the name of that? Highway Theory by Linkin Park. 20-something years.
No, but we need to draw a line somewhere.
Oh, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna try to narrow down the entire conversation to late 60s, the full 70s, and maybe
a little bit of early 80s.
A little bit of the 80s, because
to discretion.
Yes, and of course you're gonna see that we are gonna have several moments of dovetailing, because singers from the 70s will become better in the 80s.
Of course, yeah.
Or they simply will change.
No, but I do think that probably the core of the conversation is gonna stick around the 70s. Like.
Yeah, I would say so. So.
Do you have a first pick?
Yes.
I'll go for it.
Robert Plant.
I think he's the quintessential classic rock singer.
You cannot go more classic rock than Led Zeppelin.
And what do you have to say about him then?
I don't know.
Well, you brought him up.
No, let me explain. The thing is that Led Zeppelin music is fantastic, and his voice in Led Zeppelin is integral. It wouldn't be Led Zeppelin without Robert Plant singing. Is he a good singer? That's where I don't know, because it works. His voice is great for Led Zeppelin, but can you imagine him singing somewhere else?
Nah, he's Led Zeppelin.
The thing is that, man, because for example, Baby I'm Gonna Leave You is one of the more bluesy sounding. He does it very well.
Yeah.
But
he's still carrying the Led Zeppelin.
It has that thing that it's super Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it will fit correctly in a different genre, or a style rather than a genre, because a much more softer song. Thank you. He does it very well as well.
Yes.
Because he goes on the mellower side. He's a great singer. The thing is that, get me right? I don't know. It might be just me, but I always think of him as not one trick pony, because that would be a very simplified version of what I'm trying to say.
Look, if I may, I think you're framing the fact that you can't see him singing anything else other than Led Zeppelin as something negative. But I wouldn't hold that against him, because the way I see it, that's actually something positive, because it just shows the amount of personality that he carries with his
Good point.
singing.
Just for clarification's sake, you're making a good argument. I'm not thinking that being versatile it's a trait of somebody who's a great singer. No. I'm just saying that to me, when it comes to him in particular, I can't see him doing something other than the songs that I know. Is what I'm trying to say?
Got you.
Because damn,
Yeah.
it might be the personality. He's basically Led Zeppelin. The thing is that everybody in Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin. I know.
Huge personality.
Nobody's a lesser known musician.
Yeah.
The thing is that, get me? Thinking of someone, let's say from the 90s, Robbie Williams. He could be I think he's a great singer.
Yeah. His music is not really my jam, but
no, me neither,
but I
but
like him as a singer.
yeah, and when he does rock stuff, he's excellent, man, because he's a good singer. But I can't think the same way when it comes to Robert Plant.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Get me? Because
Yeah.
I don't think this. It might be just a personal gripe, and it could be very stupid, man.
No, but I can see where you're coming from. The thing is that it's such a defined personality that it's very hard to take it out of context and it making sense. Because I also have a hard time trying to imagine Robert Plant singing anything else. Probably he could. More than likely he could,
No,
because
of course.
he was not a bad singer by any means.
No.
But I get you. But look, even though I'm on the defending side of him being a great singer, which I do think that he was,
Me too as well, but
I would say that he's a little bit overrated.
agreed.
Not because he's bad by any means, but he's often referred to as the ultimate singer. And that's a point
It's
that
usually him and Freddie,
Yeah.
which we will of course talk
Yeah,
about
he
later.
should be part of the conversation as well. But sticking to Robert Plant for now, great singer, yes. The ultimate singer, no.
Arguably.
I wouldn't necessarily fall behind that description.
Yes.
And I think the status of Led Zeppelin through the ages is simply enormous. They became one of the sacred cows in rock music.
But
And
for good reason.
For good
yes.
reason. The impact that they have on music and culture in general is monumental. They earned that place. But people often confuse that impact with, prowess.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking from a technical perspective, okay? Because I'm a huge fan of Robert Plant as a performer. He's incredible as a frontman, as a stage persona. The shows that he delivered were insane. I can't imagine the energy that it was to be present in a live performance by Led Zeppelin.
I don't know how much you would enjoy the sound of the music, because chances are that the sound systems weren't the best of
that time, yeah.
due to technology, of course. It's not them sucking.
Yeah, but performance-wise and the energy projected, incredible, off the charts.
Yeah.
One of the best ever, and one of the reasons why they became such a big name.
Yeah.
But if you think from a technical perspective, there are plenty of singers that stand above him.
Yeah, exactly.
Even from that era.
Of course, because I'm thinking before we move over to the next one.
Yeah.
Best showcase of performance prowess.
By Robert Plant.
Yes.
Look, since what I like best about his singing is not necessarily the singing technique.
The
The technicalities of the singing is probably better put. Is actually the performance, is the energy. I think that where it's better showcased is in the hard hitting songs, the high energy, like Rock and Roll, for instance,
Good
which is
pick.
far from a overly technical song in any respect, but it's a song that is a great showcase of that element of Led Zeppelin that I think is well represented in his singing.
Yeah, because I was thinking on picking the Rain song, but probably because I love that track. But in that one, he does basically Stairway to Heaven again, singing-wise,
singing-wise,
which
yeah.
is not nothing wrong with it. It's actually a great performance as well. Rock and Roll, I think, is a very good pick, man, because I'm finding it difficult to find one that could be at least as good as Rock and Roll from the portrayal of the entirety of his
Yeah.
stuff. It could be Ramblin'. The thing is that's top gear. Get me? It's like full on.
Yeah.
No full throttle, man. But it's a great performance as well.
It is.
But also in the days of the youth.
Okay, I think that's a great singing song.
That's probably his best.
Which song is that? That's
Good Times, Bad Times.
yeah.
Of course, man. It's
Yes.
the first freaking track ever.
Yeah.
But that one is a good showcase.
it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed. And just by kind of going over the tracks in your head, great singing. Great
Yeah.
singing. And the thing is, it's not only
Unique.
great singing, but it's the perfect singing for Led Zeppelin. And that's an argument that I would definitely focus
Yeah.
on. Because I can't, the same way that I can't imagine Robert Plant singing something else, I can't imagine Led Zeppelin with any other singer.
Let's do something similar to the whole fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
Could he sing Pink Floyd?
No, because Pink Floyd needs
Wait to
a bad singer.
geriatric.
No, look, I think the singing in Pink Floyd needs to be unobtrusive. Because the singing is not the highlight for Pink Floyd, and it shouldn't be. Because the singing needs to be present enough to carry the lyrical content well, because the lyrical content actually is very important in Pink Floyd, and stay out of the way
For the music to shine.
For the music to shine.
Like a Crazy Diamond.
So Dave Gilmour is the perfect singer for Pink Floyd because he's good enough not to F it up.
Are you saying that he's better than Roger Waters?
He is. He is. Roger's not a good singer, man.
No, he's not.
Neither Dave Gilmour, but he's a better singer than Roger.
David Gilmour somehow, man. I think he's not a great singer, but he's one of the very few who has taken his vocals seriously.
He learned the craft.
And he's still able to sing the songs at the same pitch, man. I think there is only one track that he has issues with, and it's from the geriatric era that nobody cares, Sorrow, because that one goes...
That's actually a cool track. I like that song.
No, it's one of those songs that they tend to play as well nowadays. But I saw an interview of him, and he said that, well, he took care of his vocals quite early on, and because he never considered himself a good singer, so he tried to get better. So probably that helped him to develop the good routines and the importance of keeping up with the quality and the health of your voice.
Yeah.
So he's one of those rare examples of somebody who's hitting. How old is he? Like 80 something, right?
I think he's probably pushing into 80s.
He's singing the same tracks as when he was 30.
I respect that quite a lot.
Well, as a singer myself, I can tell you that's incredibly that shows discipline, man.
Yeah.
Because proving that you can actually, if you take care of your vocal cords and the whole apparatus, you can keep your voice sounding correct and healthy for a good, if not the vast majority of your lifetime.
But look, just playing the devil's advocate a little bit, the singing in Pink Floyd has never been ultra demanding. So no.
In that case, you're right, man, as well.
Because to apply the same kind of reasoning to, let's say,
Ian Gillan.
Yeah, which is probably
probably top.
Yeah. Maybe
from Deep Purple, because let's take on him.
One of the best from the era, definitely.
Full on.
And
why?
The best ever.
He's one of the best ever.
One of the best ever. Because look, the way I feel about Ian Gillan.
Yeah, Gillian is Gillian or
Gillian, I
Gillian,
think.
yeah, you're correct.
He has all of that personality, all of that energy, all of that projection that I already described. That is the great part of Led Zeppelin singing. Plus technique and fantastic control over the singing. Wow. The craft of singing.
The craft of singing. He sounds like Richie Blackmore on guitar, but he's on voice.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a good correlation.
Damn. When I discovered Deep Purple as a kid, man, I couldn't believe it. They were like, wow. It's one of those bands that when you hear them, I didn't know you could play music like this.
Yeah.
Because at that point, the most complex stuff that I knew was freaking Blink-182, man. I was like freaking 13, man. So I was a kid, but I listened to the tracks like, I think it was not Highway Star. It was not the Smoke in the Water. It was Highway Star, which is way better than Smoke in the Water.
Yeah. Changed
my mind.
And it's definitely a better representation of
everything.
Deep Purple, because Smoke in the Water is probably their most
famous, but it's not. Has nothing to do with Deep Purple, man.
Yeah, it's covering as much of the entirety of what Deep Purple is.
But freaking Highway Star, god damn, the guitar solo, guitar organ solo, mind you, blows your head off like it's going out of fashion, man. And
then the ultra neoclassical.
Yeah, but it's you feel back, but also plenty of super catchy. Like damn, you know them. You know those tiny riffs, those tiny melodies. And the thing is that the singing is fantastic because nobody can.
Yeah.
Has this,
Yes.
has this punch. You can feel the speed of freaking car.
It gets you pumped.
Yeah, you get you pumped. Even thinking about it, like, yeah, that's a freaking good song, man.
It is.
And goddamn, it's fun, right?
Yeah, no, of course. Every single performance was top notch.
But-
And the singing is a massive driving force there.
It is indeed, but when it comes to the band itself, I think that song is mostly controlled by the music.
Yeah, the guitar playing specifically is
I think it's
crucial
guitar.
there.
Everybody, man, the things that the entire band is truly kicking ass, man. But when I started, I got hooked to Deep Purple through that song.
Yeah.
So I started to get more. And when I listened to Child in Time, like, Jesus Christ. As a kid, I was already a teenager, like 15, 16 when I listened to that track. It was pre-proper internet era. So of course, it was difficult to get shit. So I listened to Child in Time. Like, when he goes to those super high pitch sections at the very end. Okay. As a kid, I was stupid. As a teenager, I didn't know how to sing it. So I thought it was impossible for me. But I kept developing the chops. I kept practicing, and then I realized that it's possible. At least it's within my range. And then I realized, when I did it for the first time, like, this is strenuous. Why? Oh, risky move. And then you see them performing live now. He never lost his voice, but of course, age kicks in, man. And they have to play everything, if I recall correctly, if not a half step down, it's a whole step.
You think that their stuff is truly
But it's
demanding.
not because of him sucking, it's because he was way too dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Those songs from that era, man, incredibly high pitch.
Yeah.
But not high pitch, like, if this is mid, this is low register, you're going mid, but like this, no build up.
Yeah.
Tough, man.
And that's the kind of stuff that's extremely strenuous for a
It's
singer.
super strenuous,
Yeah.
and doing that every 3 days, and back in that day, on those days in which they had to perform and tour the vast majority of their lives, man.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not about. There is nothing you can do even if you're doing proper technique and stuff.
Yeah.
The level of strain on your voice is basically the same to what happens to a high performance athlete, man.
Yeah.
There is a point in which the stress that comes out of being in action accumulates, man.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that he's able to pull it off right now today, like,
It's
wow.
impressive,
It's
yeah.
impressive. It's impressive. And again, also kind of, if not on his 80s, it's already past the early 80s.
Yeah. Well, more than likely.
Incredible, but fantastic singer.
Yeah.
Would you pick him as one of the top dogs from that era? I think he's
I would pick him as
clearly no-brainer.
one of the top dogs for any era. I think
Yeah.
he's one of the best singers in history.
He is indeed. He is indeed.
Because on the factor influential,
Okay.
for real.
Deep
Come
Purple.
on. And even though I think singing with times became a little bit more technical, whenever we start to get to the
Yeah.
past mid 70s into the 80s, everything starts to become a little bit more technical, but doesn't necessarily means better. I actually think he was in Deep Purple in general was a band that was ahead of its time
Agreed.
when it comes to having that rawness.
But a hyper-technical.
Yeah, because most of the awesome stuff from the 70s, for instance, and late 60s and 70s, is usually defined by that energy, by that rawness, by that that power.
That honesty.
But usually, stuff becomes a little bit more technical later on. Deep Purple, at still early 70s, already were doing both at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And they were one of the first, I think, to actually incorporate not overly technical stuff, but high-end technique.
Highly crafted music.
Yeah, on every front, because
Yeah.
keyboards, guitar, singing, everything. Plus that energy that characterizes badass music from the 70s.
Yes.
So, no, I can't.
Great band.
As you can see, it's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, no,
now.
and for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Fantastic band. So yes, I would put him as one of the at the forefront of this era.
Yeah,
Again, Robert Plant, is him better than Robert Plant?
he is better than Robert.
He is.
Yes, and
Hands down.
I won't even say it. No, he
this
is
not
bad.
necessarily controversial, a controversial take because.
Yeah.
But I was saying at the beginning, for as much as I love Led Zeppelin and I happen to have huge respect for Robert Plant, my whole point of pointing at him not being possible for me to imagine him doing something outside of what I know of him with Ian Gillan, I can.
Yeah.
Easily.
He could be singing in a modern metal band.
Easily.
And it would work.
Yeah. Or he could be singing a super mellow ballad.
Yeah. Also.
Or a power ballad from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it will be exactly the same great result.
Agreed.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because the way I look at it, at him, is kind of qualitatively speaking, is kind of like Robert Plant and Sam.
Yes.
So.
Sticking to Deep Purple, when he left the band, David Coverdale.
David Coverdale, I think, even
He's better in the 80s.
Huh?
He's better in the 80s.
He's better in the 80s.
Way better.
Because look, David Coverdale I'm a fan of him. He's fantastic. He's a great singer.
An all-around kick-ass badass.
Yeah, and even though he did a great job at that Deep Purple, I'm not gonna deny that.
Of course, Burn is fantastic.
It's fantastic. Actually, it's one of my favorite tracks by the
But
band.
also, it's not only him. The backing vocal is also Glenn Hughes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
is also damn. And the thing is that when they were together in Deep Purple, what a great vocal arrangement.
That's fantastic.
They were making and all of those fantastic arrangements. Comes to mind this song is Shoulders of Fortune, and also this other song with them, Mistreated.
Which one is that?
I've been mistreated.
Oh yeah.
That
No.
song is good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And the singing in that one is yeah.
Look, David Coverdale is such an amazing singer, but I do, whenever I think of David Coverdale, I think Whitesnake.
Me too.
And whenever I think of Deep Purple, I
It's
think
Ian Gillan.
Ian Gillan.
Okay.
It's not because he did a poor job at it, because of
No.
course he didn't.
The
He's
thing
great.
is that they have such a completely different approach because David Coverdale is more bluesy, and Ian is more versatile.
Yeah.
And at least during the 70s, his vocal chops were more technical, man. Much. Again, that's why I said I it's like Richie Blackmore on guitar, but in vocals.
Yeah.
Both of them in probably the top dogs when it comes to technicalities in that
Yeah.
during time.
Yeah. But look, the thing is that the styles are different indeed. Because whenever I think of David Coverdale, I feel, even though he has fantastic energy and projection and everything, I feel that he's a little bit more controlled. And I feel that
David Coverdale.
yes. And Ian Gillan, I feel that he has, even because of stylistic reasons, because the music of the 70s had that more, that element, that thing, which was replicated in plenty of the bands from that era.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the Who eventually.
Of course, Roger is coming.
So they had that kind of wildness to them.
Yeah.
And I think that David Coverdale doesn't have that.
No, but
He's not like that's not the same.
I don't think so, man, because Mistreated. I've been mistreated. You can hear the crackling, the roughness of the voice, the quintessential sound of rock singing, man. The raspiness, man.
Yeah.
And the highlight of that track is the singing, man.
Yeah.
So, don't know if I can agree with you, man. I see your point, but and I think he's way better. If we were talking about the 80s, he would be one of my picks.
No, but look, the thing I'm talking, it's not even better or worse. I'm talking stylistic.
Yes.
Because the 70s have a very particular singing signature, and
You
the
know what
80s,
I mean?
and the 80s is different.
But the 80s is more refined at every level because even technology allowed for way more refined recordings.
Agreed. That's why I'm not. This is not a qualitative comparison.
No, I'm
I
just making
think
the point.
That Deep Purple was created under the aesthetics of
I
the
can support,
70s,
yes.
and
Clearly influenced by those.
yeah, and Whitesnake, David Coverdale, is an 80s singer.
Yeah.
I see him as an 80s singer,
Yeah.
which works. He's fantastic. He's singing in.
But
in
we're not
Deep
talking
Purple.
about the 80s.
But it's different,
Yeah.
and I feel that Ian Gillan is a better fit for Deep Purple.
Yep.
being very honest.
Okay, so let's bring the next one.
Next one. Let me see. We already.
Dio. Ronnie James Dio.
Oh yes.
Ronnie Dio. Yes.
So
He wins.
Introduce the crowd.
He wins. He sang for Elf, for Rainbow with Richie Blackmore, with freaking
that
Black
is simple.
Sabbath.
That
That's
is simple.
ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
way too good, man. That shouldn't exist. Black Sabbath, bestseller of Black Sabbath changed my mind.
Or he can make it
Gotta be said.
controversial
Yeah,
statements.
already, and also his later his solo career during the early 80s.
Yeah.
But since we're gonna just narrowing down and focusing on the 70s and early 60s, we're gonna stick to Elf, Rainbow, and Black Sabbath.
Okay.
I think, because I even think that Black Sabbath is 80s. Let me check.
Black Sabbath. I think early 80s. Yeah, early 80s. I think it is.
Let me just confirm, because I don't want to say something stupid.
Okay.
So,
So look, Dio, I think we can all agree that Dio is one of the best singers in history.
yes.
I think that's not a controversial statement. That's not an opinion. That's
No,
actually a
it's
fact.
factual. It's proven scientifically.
Yeah, proven scientifically. Of course, taste may vary. You may like him, you may dislike him. If you dislike him, poor taste. But is
What's wrong with you?
but is it within your rights? You
Yeah,
can.
it's 80s. So Black Sabbath with Dio is 80s. So no.
But Dio truly is one of the most influential singers in history.
He is indeed.
Because there is singing before and after Dio.
Totally. For example, if you don't like rock and roll from Elf is the song that I like the most out of that album. I think I might be incorrect, but it's the first time he actually was singing rock. Because he was, there are photos of him being part of one of those singing quartets, man.
Kind of hard to imagine.
It is difficult.
Because
right?
with the image that we have of Dio in our
But
heads.
yeah, but it's because we're harkening back to he started off maybe late 50s, man.
Yeah.
So of course it was still at the time. Him rocking one of those kind of very lame looking suits and stuff. He was very young, of course, he was a kid. But with Elf, I think it's the first time he actually released a song, a record in the rock and roll side. I might be wrong, so correct me.
History was made.
Yeah, totally, man. Because his singing is so charismatic, so full of melodic qualities to it. Because it sounds beautiful, man. It's a sound. His voice has the raspiness, the power, the energy, the projection, everything you want from a proper rock singer.
Yeah.
Plus, because he's also fantastic when singing ballads, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catch the Rainbow.
Catch the Ring is such a beautiful song.
It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever written.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to that track, don't blame you. It's not one of the popular tracks by Rainbow, which happens not to be a popular band by any means, but whatever. When Richie Blackmore left Deep Purple, he created Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, and it's actually called like that. I think the first album is released under the Richie Blackmore's Rainbow banner. Ronnie James Dio was the singer for that band. What a fantastic ensemble, man.
Yeah.
The music is timeless. All of the songs from those records, particularly the ones with Dio, are just mega blockbuster.
Yeah, and the way that he managed to infuse into a ballad, because the ballad, Catch the Rainbow.
Yes. Slow pace, like what?
An expressive and powerful singing.
Yep. And
it's
also,
incredible. That song is awesome.
And the technique, man, because at the very beginning, of course, I'm not warm up and everything, but he goes from a head voice, which is this, to a chest voice, which is the regular voice, but he does it in the lapse of nothing.
Yeah.
Giving this breathing, yet introspective and intimate sound that makes it super romantic, man.
And transition is seamless.
It's seamless, man. It's like, oof, man. That took me years for me to learn to do it. Incredible. It's the first thing that gets your attention.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. The bass is so cool, man. And the rhythm is like, yeah. But nothing going on. Beautiful atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. The guitar, I'm playing it in my head. The guitar is fantastic.
Yeah.
But once, bang, 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 bang. That thing, like, wow, no, man. When I showed when I showed that song to my mother, she couldn't believe that it was rock music. It was one of her favorites and she liked that song so much that when Dio, touring with Black Sabbath, managed to get here, I told her, you won't believe it, but that guy who sings that song is coming. When?
With Black Sabbath.
Yeah, with like the mob rules, man. Kicking ass. Yes, man. Then she went to that gig, man.
What you love?
No. She loved it, man, because
course.
Dio kicked ass, man. He was the fantastic singer he was, man. Of course, he delivered, man, and it was incredible.
But look, the $1 million question.
Wow.
Because it's already a given.
Can he sing Pink Floyd?
No. That's a $1 billion question.
Wow.
No, it's a given that Dio is fantastic.
Yes.
But where is Dio more fantastic?
Mm-hmm.
Dio solo career, Dio Black Sabbath,
Okay,
Dio Elf, or Dio with Rainbow?
look. In my head canon,
Yeah.
which is not canon at all, okay? It's fan fiction at best. In my opinion, Elf is great, fun.
Mhm.
Because the songs are very much self-contained, nothing, very cool, fun rock and roll. And then, if you don't like rock and roll, hold you die. It's super fun. It's that kind of stuff, the aggressive kind of tongue-in-cheek attitude from the 70s, which you describe quite well with Deep Purple, yes. But I don't think that's where he changed the most. His solo career, it's fantastic, but it's the 80s, so it doesn't count. And Black Sabbath is also the 80s, which doesn't count. So, well, it's early 80s.
I'd say still
Dovetailing it.
it's still within the time frame.
Okay, so because that's the thing, early 80s stuff by Dio, by Black Sabbath is still very reminiscent to Rainbow, but it has the Black Sabbath element to it. So it's like, the hell is that, man? When I saw that happened, like, where can I find that shit? And when I did, like, damn,
That's fantastic.
it's so good. So for me, I would say that Rainbow, but because Rainbow's music is prog.
Yeah.
And the guitar playing is so good, man. And also, Kill the King. Nobody
That
beat
alone?
that song. Like, if you were to write, if you were only to do something, if you were born to just do something with your life, and if you write Kill the King,
Done.
you won the internet, man. You stop there. There is nothing else you can do that will be as good as that. And the thing is that Richie Blackmore, for him, it was Tuesday.
No, if I had to pick, I'll also go with Rainbow, being quite honest, because his singing is spectacular in all of them. But because of the music itself, the music from Rainbow probably gets more out of his singing
Than Black Sabbath or Elf.
because of the context that he provides for his singing. It's not that like the music from Black Sabbath is lesser than music from Rainbow. It's just that the fit is
Because
it's a match made in heaven, man.
yeah, think of the Man in the Silver Mountain.
Yeah.
That's the simplest I can think of. The Man on the Silver Mountain. That whole section was like, wow. Dun, dun, dun.
Tarot Woman.
Oh yeah, Third Woman.
There are so many good. God, those two albums, because I think
It's Rising and
Rainbow Rising and Rainbow, yes. Both of them are. There's no stinkers. The two albums are awesome.
Stargazer.
Every single track.
All of the tracks.
Yes.
No, the thing is that where to begin? We have to dedicate an entire episode of this.
To each album we could dedicate a single.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fangirling the living stuff out of those, because what great collection of songs.
The singing in Stargazing is fantastic.
It is.
But the guitar playing as well. And the drumming.
And it kind of has that sound, that kind of early Scorpions sound to it. Has plenty of Scorpions, actually, now that I got it.
Yeah, because we're already setting the precedent to what would become heavy metal.
Yeah, because early Scorpions, okay,
Yeah.
also from that era, great singing.
Yeah. And Scorpions, I would treat Scorpions as a classic rock band.
They
in
are
the early days of Scorpions.
The thing is that they changed dramatically,
Yeah.
because they went from this kind of quasi-proggy classic rock vibe to full-on hard rock, catchy as balls, 80s affair.
Yeah.
Both of them fantastic, but clearly different.
I forgot the name of the singer.
I damn it, because I finally remember the name of the guitar player, Uli Roth.
Yeah.
Finally.
But the singer I forgot now.
Yeah,
He's very good.
he's excellent, man.
Very good.
Because
And I find it interesting, just a quick comment. I never thought that he had a beautiful voice. He's one of those cases where I don't think his voice is incredible.
it's kind of nasal.
It's kind of nasal. I wouldn't attribute any form of
Pulternick, no, nah.
What?
It's not Puter. It's not poor technique.
No, I would say that I wouldn't attribute his qualities of singing to his voice.
No.
It's his singing.
It's him.
He's
Yeah.
an excellent singer.
His indeed, man, so performative,
Yeah.
but not in an overly melodramatic fashion. No, it's real.
Let me get his. No, I don't have my phone.
No, whatever.
Because I want to know his name. And I'm very curious. Now, well, girls and boys, if you know his name, please share with us.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm kind of stuck on it now.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that you need to know.
Yeah, but he's excellent. Man.
He's a very good singer because he knows how to use everything his voice has to offer. He's probably one of the top dogs as well
Yeah, he's very good, man.
because he plays every position correctly. Think of Holiday. What a good song.
Yeah, I actually had that one in my mind as well. And he starts a little bit more.
Yeah, but then
a little bit more contained.
Yeah. What a good song,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Or whenever they rock harder, like the quintessential pick, like Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Yeah, but those are 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, but it's the same guy. But because you can hear those chops back in the 70s as well, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's clearly classic rock singer.
Yeah,
Full on. So
indeed.
he's also part of the tier, the
Yeah,
top
great.
tier of this quasi-professional selection of singers. Yeah.
I think that the pedigree at that time was higher. Man. Every
Yeah.
single because
You start to see the pattern.
you
Yeah.
couldn't get away with the less than great singing
Yeah, you gotta be good at least.
because of course you have the highlights because for instance Dio, even though we're going to be talking about great singers throughout the entirety of the conversation, I do think that Dio probably stands above most of the rest to some degree because he's kind of unique on that regard.
Yeah.
But every single one of the singers from that era, especially talking about rock and roll now, they needed to be at least very good.
Yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't make the cut.
Yeah, which is not something that can be said nowadays, sadly. Yeah.
That's kind of an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming back to this,
Quick question.
wow. Go.
We're talking about classic rock.
Yeah.
Does progressive rock from that era
Of
fit
course.
into the bill?
Of course.
I'm thinking Kansas.
And yes,
Yes.
both great singers.
Yeah,
Go for
fantastic.
Kansas first.
Yeah, I don't know his name as well.
Me neither, but
Kind of bad.
that guy is one of the best.
He's fantastic.
He's
man.
one of the best as well.
He's fantastic.
Expressive, dramatic, powerful, controlled, dynamic. Everything you need.
Everything you want on a singer, that guy has it.
Yes, and in a spaceman.
Yeah.
Great at moving and switching positions.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it helps that he's playing with Kansas. What a great
Yeah.
freaking band. The orchestration of their songs is insane. And especially the vocal arrangement.
Yeah.
Just like how they carry on my way. Damn!
And the singing in Kansas, because some of the singers that we're talking so far, they are the definitive quality would be the power, that
the
energy.
intensity, the punch.
Kansas, even though of course there is quite a lot of projection, is not a singing that would be defined by power.
No.
But it's very complex, very intricate.
And complex.
It's very intricate singing.
Yes,
It's the kind of stuff that not a lot of singers can pull off.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, his timbre reminds me quite a lot to the one from the singer for Boston.
Yeah. Yeah,
What a
yeah,
great singer as well.
which is also
I
fantastic.
can't
Yeah.
remember his name, but he's also very good, man. And kind of, yeah, they're contemporaries.
Yeah, they are there. I think they were mutually influencing each other. At
Yeah,
the
because
time.
their sound is similar. Kansas is a little bit more expensive.
It's pro gear.
It's probably by far, but
Yeah, yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
fantastic.
And I do
singers.
think that the singing in Boston is a little bit kind of leaning more towards the powerful note. It's a little bit more energetic.
because they're closer to hard rock. They are again one of those bands that we're like paving the way for metal and hard rock to
Yeah,
become a
because
thing.
more energetic is more.
Yeah.
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 But the whole thing with Kansas is is a tough nut to crack
It is difficult.
because who can cover Kansas correctly?
No, man.
Imagine doing a proper cover of Kansas.
Yeah, because
it's a tough one.
you need a singer who is capable of pulling off properly Dust in the Wind,
Yeah.
which is a highly emotional, super well performed recording. Because
Extremely expressive.
super expressive, super heartfelt. Even has mistakes, but they're not mistakes. They're not necessarily pristine moments of prowess, but they are there for a reason, purpose. It shows fragility, the honesty,
Mm-hmm.
and it's difficult as always to replicate those
Yeah.
when singing. But you gotta be able to pull off that guy and also carry on my wayward son. God damn.
What a good song.
Come back. Yeah.
Yeah. But the whole band, man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That song because
The
look,
thing is that without this, the rest will fall. No, it's not that it's gonna fall apart, but with the singer holding the note at the end, and the band kick. No, man, like. Man, no. Damn it, we used to be great, man.
Yeah, because what you mentioned about Kill the King, that if you wrote that song, you're done with your life. I feel the same about Carry On Your Way.
Yeah, it's one of the songs.
That song is a masterclass
On everything.
on everything. The lead singing, the backing vocals,
Harmonies.
arrangement, drumming, everything about that song.
There is no way for it to fail, man.
No.
It's simply, this is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And it's not fanboyism. Just listen to freaking song and you'll see why. Because if you look at it from a very objective perspective, this is way too very well done.
Yeah.
And I think I said something very grammatically incorrect, but whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
But that's the power of the sentiment.
It is.
It even F's up your grammar.
It is indeed, because like, I ran out of words. I ran out of ways to describe what I was trying to say. He's that good.
Yeah, no, okay. I truly want to remember his name, but well, soon I'll remember.
But then, yes.
What's the name of the singer?
Ian, it's also another Ian.
It's another Ian, right?
Ian. Yes, it's another Ian. It will come back to me, but he's also incredibly good.
Yeah.
The thing is that he's always, I get up.
Yeah.
He's very soft. His voice is super soft.
Mm-hmm.
But still he managed to close to the edge, down in the corner. He also has that punch, man. His range is very, very broad.
Mm-hmm.
Very expressive. The thing is that I have never heard him singing something sad. Because jazz music.
But there's yes.
No. Jazz music has the sound of their music tends to be on it's emotional,
Mm-hmm.
and it like damn.
Yeah.
But it's not like Catch the Rainbow sadness.
No, it's different.
It's more on existential.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than a synthesis of an emotion.
Yeah.
And his voice, it's extremely awesome at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels like your consciousness.
Yeah.
Get me?
Because even when you were describing the type of sadness or the type of emotion that you see portrayed in Yes, the way I feel it is that
it's more metaphysical.
It's kind of philosophical.
Yes.
It's kind of like an emotion that you're feeling because of understanding.
Yes.
It's not necessarily because you're living through something.
No.
It's because
It's less visceral, it's more introspective, it's
Exactly.
more, it's deeper, it's much more intense.
yeah, because it doesn't have that raw
No.
quality of an emotion that, let's say, somebody broke your heart.
Yeah, no,
And you're singing about it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
It's something a lot more metaphysical, as you put it.
Yes, because think of the Gates of Living again.
Yeah.
The ending, that section, like, but it's sad in a very different way
Mm-hmm.
because it's existential. Damn, it's like hopeful, but melancholic and yeah, you know the song, you are hearing it, and you're like, damn. It's one of the like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
But look, we're starting to see a very interesting pattern here. The music,
Even close,
no, the music behind the singing.
Yes.
Every single of the musicians, every single one of the singers that were poised as the top dogs, as the
Made music, back them up.
the music needed to be on par.
Yeah.
You don't have kind of okay bands with fantastic singers. You have fantastic singers
With
playing to fantastic music.
Yes, incredible bands.
Yeah, because you needed that.
Yeah.
Because that's what pushed them to actually be able to deliver those memorable performances. Because even though we're talking about singing specifically, the singing doesn't exist in a vacuum.
No.
The singing is part of
It's
a
an
whole.
element. It's an element of the orchestration, I guess.
And even though we're commenting on the singing, everything is taken into consideration.
Yeah, of course, because without great music, what would be the point for great singing?
Yeah.
It's just pointless, because he's basically singing to the void. Just like that's the kind of sadness that Jess projects.
Exactly.
Is that like damn? Exactly, and yeah, what a great singer he is, man. Ian Geller. I'm almost there, but wherever. Still in the prog rock. Greg Lake.
What do you think about him?
He's great.
Mm.
Because Emerson Lake and Palmer.
But do you think that
but also he was with the things that he was with King Crimson as well. He's the one singing 21st Century.
Oh, is it him?
Yeah.
Singing? Oh, I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's him.
But look, even though yes, he's a great singer. Now pushing the list that has been
He's very rough, man.
Yeah,
He's not an incredibly. He's not an. Call a spade a spade. I'm a fan of his.
Mm-hmm.
But after mentioning all of these badasses,
Yeah,
he's not in the same league.
he's not quite there.
No, I'm just saying because his name came to me because he sings some of the best, at least in my opinion, songs by King Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's also singing at the wake.
Oh, okay.
Look.
You think
That one hits hard, man.
he's very emotional. He's very
Yeah.
expressive.
Because compare 21st with In the Wake of
It's very
Poseidon.
different. Very. Two different beasts, but delivered
Nailed.
fantastically.
With that freaking song. There was a.
I'm already feeling sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that song hits you hard, man.
Beautiful. It's one of my favorites.
No, but it's one of the songs that if you're actually into it when you're listening, it truly gets you down.
Yeah.
It's one of those that.
So powerful, man.
Yeah.
I rarely use that to describe music, but that's one of those songs that. Damn! The entire thing. It goes. At the end is like. Like that, right?
Yeah.
And if you think, if you think in terms of the stupid amount of music produced by King Crimson and how eclectic it is,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably one of their least crazy songs, if not the most mundane.
No, it's actually very grounded. It's just that the emotional,
It's so intense, man.
the emotional load of the song is so impactful.
Oh,
Man.
man.
And it's the whole of the composition because it's not necessarily a complex track.
No, nothing stands out other than the vocals.
Yeah.
There's vocals like. As soon as he makes it, damn,
No, it hits very hard.
this is real, right?
It's the real.
Yeah, because the introduction is obviously with Mellotron, so it has, but even the introduction is kind of punchy. The drums are very cool, but then dang, dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, and now I feel sad. And now you keep listening to it like.
Just keep going down the hole as the song progresses. Yeah.
Shit. At the end, not the end, yeah, you're like,
Yeah. By the end of the song, you're already in fetal position.
yeah, like,
Yeah. Considering your life choices.
yeah. So, since the vocals are so internal to that song, and it has that effect,
No, look.
you
Just
see,
just by this exposition, I already kind of have to change. You changed my mind.
because like, damn,
Because look, what's the point of singing? It's carrying the emotional connotation of the
yes,
song.
through the
Still-
use of music, yes.
Yeah, even though I at first didn't necessarily held him at the same standard as some of the other guys that we mentioned in this list, honestly, being able to project such a powerful emotion on a song that there's not that much else going on, the emotion is in at least 80% carried by the singing.
And it's due to the sincereness.
So that needs to be respected, man.
Yeah.
That truly needs to be respected.
Yeah, and that song is like, damn.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point, actually. On a different end of the spectrum, I was thinking of Janis Joplin.
Oh no, Top, she's top.
Yeah.
She's clearly top, man. Full on emotion, way too much. Kind of untapped, kind of uncharted, and kind of unruly.
But she was good as well. She wasn't just
Excellent.
raw.
No. The thing is that it was raw talent under control.
Yes.
That's why she didn't last that long.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, way too much, man.
Yeah, but I do think she is one of the greats as well. She definitely needs to be mentioned.
Emotion, punch, personality, charisma. Yeah. Any song you listen to by her, it's not that there are many. You always live with the same impression. Like, she was good, man.
And there's something about her vocals that is something that is not often said about female vocals because a woman, of course, can be a great singer as well. But usually,
They tend to be better singers in general.
no, but a great woman singer holds different qualities than a great male singer.
Yeah.
Because the qualities to the singing are different.
Masculine and feminine, yes.
But Janis Joplin actually is interesting because I think she has both. She has both the feminine and the male singing qualities in the way that she
But I
presents the
still
music.
think feminine, man. That's what makes her so special, man. Because her voice is, and the way she sings is clearly feminine.
Yeah.
The thing
But I
is
think
that,
I'm talking about the power.
No. What I mean is that she managed to get some of the elements that makes male singing voice cool and interesting and unique,
Yeah.
and she adopted them and is still retaining and even remaking them in a feminine fashion. That's super amazing.
Yeah.
It's difficult, man, because I can say the same about Robert Plant. He managed to do some of the feminine elements of singing possible in his male singing style.
And it's still extremely masculine, of course.
Full on. That's the thing. He's not. So he doesn't sound like a squeaky toy. She does it as well, but I think she does a better job at it than Robert Plant.
Yeah,
Again.
the use of the other end of the spectrum to enhance the femininity.
What
of her
she
singing.
got already,
Yeah.
and creates this beautiful duality, intensity, and also that's that kind of chilled maiden vibe to her.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Because I think of Eowyn. Yeah, because she reminds me of that kind of archetype. The rare is not necessarily a warrior, because it makes no sense.
But it's a
That
powerful.
powerful kind, yeah, that thing. Because
Makes sense.
commanding voice without being a girl boss. It's actually feminine power. You listen to, it's like listening to your mom. Get me?
Yeah.
It's that kind of authority. It's authority because it's respect. It's not force. Get me? It's
Yeah.
a different kind of. It's not violence.
Yeah, yeah,
What I mean, right?
Yeah,
It's not strength of arms.
Yeah, because even though I know that we're kind of reaching kind of
esoteric.
abstract, hard to define territories, it makes sense. It does make sense because she has some attributes that could be said. Let's say the power, the projection that are usually more attributed to
Because
male
those are
singing.
clearly masculine traits.
But she has those as part of her singing, not making that less feminine, but
Nope.
enhancing
Yep.
the experience that she delivers through her singing, the feminine singing, but with that extra backup that is kind of rare to see used
Yeah.
in such a way.
That was the obviously shape of my heart. No, shape of that's the thing.
Yeah.
A piece of my heart, like that thing is like. That sounds almost Led Zeppelin like, but then that's clearly her.
I
That
can
sounds
see-
like a woman.
Look, I can see her singing the Led Zeppelin.
She could have been a good cover band,
Yeah.
or also Heart, great band,
Yeah.
and great singing. The
Yeah.
lead singing is amazing. I forgot her name right now. She's also great. Every song by Heart is full on, blown out, amazing singing.
I have to admit that I only know the hits.
Well, just-
It's not a band that I know in depth.
Just Barracuda alone.
No, it's fantastic. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah.
Damn, that's cool. And you know, badass Barracuda, and that I love when she sings that part. Barracuda. She does it in such a sexy tone, of, like,
Yeah.
oh yes, marry me. I heard that song when I was a kid, like, she gotta be hot. Oh, she's flat. Well, she's old. Okay, so I will give her the benefit of being old. So I took it back.
We're focusing on great singing for
Yeah.
the time being.
But that's the effect of great singing, man.
Yeah. Because now Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah, she was hot, man.
Yeah, she was hot.
She was hot.
And I think she fits into the conversation as well because
she is,
I
yeah,
think
of course.
classic rap.
No, man, you cannot go more classic than that.
Yeah, and actually she's a fantastic singer. But I do think that on the case of Stevie Nicks,
She's the lesser of the singers.
they think that she's way more raw talent than
Agreed.
Control.
Actual, cool, yeah.
I think she is a good singer. I like Fleetwood Mac a lot. It's one of my favorite bands. But I don't think she ever took into the craft of singing seriously. She
From a
delivered.
technical perspective,
Yes.
yeah, because her voice sounds way too loose.
Yeah.
Kinda way too wild.
Yeah, and it works.
And I like it for that
Yeah.
very reason. Just describing it, right?
Yeah.
Because Dreams. My favorite track by them. Such a great freaking song, man. And it's sang by her and the whole thing. Personality. Sexiness. Everything that makes up the voice of a woman sound like angelic,
Yeah.
but dangerous because she's sexy.
Yeah.
There, man. In 4 minutes.
Yeah.
With such a great group as well. That
No, but she singing is full on feminine.
yeah.
It doesn't have that we were talking about
No.
Janis Joplin. No,
No, she's
full on
doesn't.
feminine.
It's like the embodiment of the feminine spirit, man.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that thing, like, if I try to sing it, it won't have the same.
No.
because I can't replicate that, man. For as much as I try to match even her timbre and stuff, it's not about that, man.
It's not gonna deliver.
No, man, it's clearly that this is a woman's song.
Mhm.
You gotta be signed by a girl, and what a beautiful voice.
Yeah, indeed.
What a beautiful voice, and of course Fleetwood Mac once again, badass, incredible arrangement, incredible vocal. The vocal arrangements are off the charts, man.
Yeah, because
They
what's
shine at
what's
that.
the name of the guy?
Oh man, it's freaking Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Not Sterling. It's,
Oh, the other,
Lindsay
Lindsay Buckingham.
Yeah, you got the first name right in the
Yeah,
second.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Lindsey Buckingham. Even though he's usually not at the forefront of the singing in Fleetwood Mac, his parts are fundamental.
Yeah, thanks. We were joking about that. You can go your own way.
Mm-hmm.
You can go. That super bad. That's what we're and then.
Yeah.
You know, it gotta be like that because it kind of gives the impression of being like that.
It
fits, and
yeah.
probably it was by design for him to sing it in a kind
It's not even sloppy, but it's
of not doctored.
not polished.
Not polished, they're rough,
Yeah.
let's say. Because it sounds like,
Yeah.
kind of off, man.
Yeah, not
Especially-
quite drunk, but not quite sober either.
Yeah, actually, right there in the
the sweet spot.
when you feel it.
Yeah.
And it's even more noticeable because it comes after the incredible vocal arrangement that is the chorus.
Yeah.
Is the whole band singing in tight formation, like a Roman legion,
Yeah.
and then the fuck was that?
Well, look,
But I think
it provides a
it does.
prosodia effect there to the whole thing.
And if you think about it, even in the mix, he sounds far. He's giving that impression, like,
Yeah.
and take your dog with you, kind of. Right? So, given the context of the song, makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Would any of the guys from Fleetwood Mac, because the entire band was singing,
Yeah.
and we haven't mentioned Steve Perry.
We're gonna get there. Give me a second.
I don't know, it's an hour.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
But let's say the journey is from the 80s. Okay, so
Yeah. Now still Fleetwood Mac.
neither have we mentioned Freddie Mercury.
It's probably gonna be the last,
the 80s.
the last piece of the conversation. No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
No, that's gonna be the last piece of the conversation more than likely.
Okay.
But before we move on, move out of Fleetwood Mac, for as much as I like the band, for as much as I like the music, and for as much as I like Stevie Nicks as a singer, because I do, I don't think the singing is specifically as a standalone aspect of Fleetwood Mac is not on par with some of the rest that was already talked about in this conversation.
I don't think singing-wise they are top tier band, but
Yeah.
when compared to the other guys from a singing perspective, yeah, they're not necessarily as good from a technical prowess, and also because we're trying to be very, very specific with what makes a great singer.
Yeah, yeah.
So Freddie,
So we're gonna go there.
we gotta
Look, we cannot have a conversation about singers,
rock singers.
the classic rock singers specifically, and not mention Freddie Mercury because he's probably by side with Robert Plant in being the quintessential classic rock singer.
I think Freddie's more widespread when it comes to being the face of rock singers than Robert Plant is.
I even think that the name Freddie Mercury
It's much
is more
more popular,
recognizable than
than
Robert Plant. By not that much because Robert Plant still buff.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin is the biggest band in the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think Queen is even more widespread than Led Zeppelin because even though Led Zeppelin is monumental, I think they're probably the biggest name in rock. But Queen kind of burst out of the rock bubble. I think anybody, like the normiest of the normies,
Yeah, they
would
have
recognize the name Freddie
We will
Mercury.
rock you, man.
Yeah. So I think it actually exists outside of that bubble. Even now we're talking about a big bubble, it's not a small one. But Queen kind of goes beyond that.
Yeah.
Especially Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and that's where the problem begins
Yeah.
because he's a great singer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wee, that the vibrato, damn, the potency of his voice,
Yeah.
the stage persona,
Yeah. Which is probably his biggest asset.
that Radio Gaga version in Wimbledon, I think, kicks major ass
Incredible.
because it's when he does it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Imagine
good.
being there live. Oh man.
And I'm getting goosebumps just by remembering.
Yeah.
What a great freaking singer, man.
Yeah.
Issue.
Go.
He didn't take care of his voice.
No.
He clearly, you can see plenty of moments of actual decline.
Oh, he didn't take care of himself. Period.
Yeah, in general, he was kind of a mess, and that is due to the cult of personality surrounding his lifestyle choices that stops people from discussing this very point, because there are plenty of examples in video of him not delivering, man. Being very bad out of what? Not technique, not out of talent, out of lack of talent, discipline. Not taking his health, and we all know, want to believe that what happened to him. But I think it's the cult of personality that stops people from actually having an actual discussion about him. Because I saw a post on X of one of the rare performances of Queen in one of those late American TV shows, late night shows, and they are playing, if I recall correctly, Under Pressure. The one who is singing the high notes is the drummer, and you can hear Freddie being blown out. His voice is blown out, and of course I clicked on this is a dumpster fire. This is gonna be fun just to read the comments. So I went there, and of course they were so the best in the business, blah, blah, blah. And the only rave so like, he's not good in this one. How the hell are you? And they went after the kid just because they had the goal to say like, dude, he sounds broken. The drummer is singing the high notes in Under Pressure. That's actually the whole point of Freddie singing that song. Because the rest of the track is sung by whom? David Bowie.
Yes.
Because he's far from being a good singer. No, he's not, man, but he's amazing. But he's not, his vocal talent is not necessarily why we love him.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's a musician, he's a great composer, blah, blah, blah. But
he's an artist, man.
He's an artist in the whole expression of the word.
Yeah.
So, in that song, Freddie is always doing the high notes, the fanfare, that section at the end. He didn't sing it. And he was singing David Bowie's part. And the drummer was covering the high note. Like, this is bad, man. And somebody said in the comments that during that period of time he already had nodules in his vocal cords, and explained those. His those.
But because of poor management of
management, strain, lack of discipline. There are many ways to avoid this from happening, Karen. And I didn't know that detail when I was like, yeah, it sounds like that, man.
Yeah.
Close to the end of his career, might be one of the many reasons why he started to go down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But again, lifestyle is what stops people from seeing the truth.
It's a shame because honestly he does have a very powerful legacy to leave behind when it comes to his singing, because he did earn his place as one of the memorable singers in history,
man.
because he is one of the best performers, like one of the best frontmen we ever had actually. He is a great singer. I wouldn't necessarily put him as one of the best singers we ever had.
He's there.
But he's there, he's fantastic. The thing is, there's quite a lot to also taint that image.
Yeah, his legacy, when you truly look at it from what it actually was.
And this lack of objectivity by the audience as well is also a taint.
Yes.
Being very honest, because it shouldn't be the case. Because there's no problem in respecting someone or admiring or being a fan of an artist and still recognizing their flaws. Actually, it's
they still gotta go to the bathroom, man.
And even it makes what they're able to achieve in what they do well even more meaningful, because they are flawed individuals, they are human beings, and still they can produce that thing that you love so much.
And it's eternal.
Yeah, and that should be used as a point of even higher admiration, rather than trying to make that perfect image of the person just because you're a fan of it.
Agreed, and it's the cult of personality, man.
Yeah.
Is that, and it's like... Yeah, because I have never liked Queen as a whole. I love some of their songs. They have great songs that I can't deny. They're fantastic. Great is one.
Yeah.
And it's one of the poppy songs. But also you got freaking The Show Must Go On. That song's badass. That slaps.
And the singing on that song is incredible.
Wow. Yes. That's so good. Also, I Want It All. And where now?
There's something about his singing which is, I think he's the best at that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily frame him as the best singer, but I think he's the best at this, which is that sense of might, of empowerment, from that sense of the word. You know what we're talking about here. Songs like We Will Rock You or We Are the Champions,
Yeah, the wee. Yeah, that thing.
He delivers that in a way that I don't think anybody else could.
Agree.
Those
No, agree.
that thing that everybody in the audience is gonna be. Yes, we're the champions.
Yeah, because the ending of Radio Gaga. Ah,
Yes.
no, that's glorious.
It's glorious.
It is like that was good.
And that's the word for it's glorious.
Yeah, because it's inspiring. Like,
Yeah.
with the goddamn the yellow jacket. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. God, that. Yes.
The history you
Yeah.
made.
Why? Wherever. Wherever.
Okay, after a few potentially controversial takes.
Royal Adultery. Baby. Yeah, that top singer ever. The Who.
Yeah, because we actually didn't go there.
Yeah, we just tease him.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be left for a different conversation.
No, we can take it and threshold to the Who because the Who slaps.
His last.
Slaps. So there's one.
Just to leave it on a controversial note, The Who, better singer, better drummer than Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
Look, we have conversations such as
It's not
this.
even a controversy.
On a weekly basis, we have the kind of conversation that happens on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. We invite you to be a part of it. That's the reason why we do it live. It's because we want you also know your opinions, your favorites, your suggestions. That's why we're here, to actually have conversations.
While sharing a drink.
Yeah, while sharing a drink among friends, allegedly. But we're here to have a good time, talking about music that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
So we invite you to be a part of the next conversation. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. That way you can
Get notified, allegedly.
Yeah, and ring the bell, of course, because just not subscribing without ringing the bell doesn't do anything.
Even ringing the bell does shit, but whatever.
But well, that way we can assume that you're going to be notified but whenever we do this live again, and you can be a part of the conversation.
So with that being said, at every single time we need you, I gotta remind you that we you should never let anybody tell you what to dream about. And remember that we'll see you when we see you.